Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Frank Vito. Yo, it's been a minute since I last did a video, man. It's been a minute, yo. It's been probably about 9 months or something like that since I last been on here doing a video, man. But yo, I had a lot of shit going on in my life. A lot of shit going on. Was in a dedicated relationship, long-term relationship. Yeah. Things went left. I was going through that. And then, custody battles of my son. Finally got custody of my son, you know what I'm saying? He's with me full time, so I've been like mad busy with him. Mad busy with him, man. But it's a good thing, though, you know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. I love my son to death, man. I love my daughter to death. I got two different baby moms. You know how that shit is out here, man. You know how that shit be. But my son's mom was trash. Like, for real, it's trash. Like, but yeah, I got full custody of my little man. And I just been for real busy with him, man. I was dealing with the little breakup that I had with my shorty girl I was with. I was dealing with the breakup. That kind of hurt. I ain't even gonna hold you that. That shit hurt. That hurt me. But I'm back, baby. Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I was dealing with my son and stuff, man. It was like mad busy with him. So now I gotta try to find the time to do these videos like I was doing at one point. Look, I even got my head braided up, you know what I'm saying? That's how long it's been. When I was first doing this video, I had the little afro with the hat sitting on top and shit. Now I'm braided up. I got the pop smoke going on, you know what I'm saying? Just waiting for my shit to get longer. See that? Waiting for my shit to get longer. Yeah. The boy braided up. Looking good, too. Yeah. But look, though, all jokes aside, man, let's get back into business, though. What I want to talk about today, for real, what I want to talk about today is segregation and desegregation, right? How do I want to put this? It's like back when black people, I'm going to just ask this question. Do y'all think desegregation, do y'all think desegregation either hurt black people or did it help black people? With everything being segregated now, it's 2022 now, right? And with everything being segregated now, and things have been segregated, since the 60s, right? With that said, man, I'm just trying to find the right way to word this shit, though. But fuck it, man. Do y'all think desegregating blacks and whites, do you think that hurt the black people or did it help the black people? In my opinion, I feel like segregation was better for us as black people. And I feel like, in my opinion, desegregating us really hurt us. I think it fucked us up. Excuse my language, but I think it fucked us up. Why? Because back when we were segregated, right? When we were segregated, we had our own everything. We had our own everything. And now, after segregation, with desegregation, we don't have shit now. Like, we don't have nothing. We don't own anything, bro. Nothing. We don't own media. We don't have our own media. We don't have our own newspapers. We don't have our own social medias. You know what I'm saying? We don't have, we don't own the basketball league. We don't own the football league. We don't own the baseball league, man. Like, we own nothing. Nothing, yo. Like, nothing. The white man owns everything as far as TV, radio, media, social media, the fucking everything, man. Like, the cars that's being made, like everything, like cell phones, you name it, man. The white man owns everything, yo. We don't own nothing. So, back when we were segregated, black people we had everything, man. We had our own schools. We had our own hospitals. We had our own buses. We had our own bus companies, own cab companies. We owned hotels. We owned restaurants. We owned shit a lot, man. We even had our own baseball league. You had the Negro Baseball League, man. We had all of that, bro. And then when you desegregated us, everything got desegregated, and they like, oh, you can eat in the white restaurants now. You can drink out the white water fountain. You can use the white bathrooms. You can sleep in the white hotel. When everything got desegregated, we just forgot about our shit because we were so desperate to spend money with the white people. So desperate to eat in their restaurants. We were so desperate to sleep in their hotels. We were so eager to ride their buses, and ride their cabs, and all of that shit. When you look at Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Black Wall Street, when you look at that, they had their own everything. Like, them people, those black people were fresh out of slavery. Slavery ended, 1865 or something like that. 1860s, that's when slavery ended. In the early 1900s, you had Black Wall Street, where these black people were, had nothing. Absolutely had nothing. And they built an empire from scratch. These people had their own, black people, man, fresh out of slavery, had their own schools. They had their own banks, hospitals, churches, libraries. They owned homes. They had their own grocery stores. They had cars. They had houses. Not just regular houses, mansions. Like big houses, nice fancy cars. They wore nice fancy clothes, jewelry, gold, diamonds, all of that. These people were very, very successful. In fact, they were so successful, they were doing better than white people. And white people were jealous. And your United States government pretty much put a hit out on Black Wall Street and those black people, man, and they were so jealous, man, they went and bombed that place and burnt it down. Now, what I'm trying to say is, remember, if y'all know anything about Black Wall Street, and if you don't know about Black Wall Street, look it up, research it, Google it, however. Ask somebody about it. Figure it out if you don't know about Black Wall Street. But if you think about Black Wall Street and you think about segregation, right? If we were never desegregated, if things were still segregated, we as black people today would be like Black Wall Street, but it'd be like Black Wall Street on steroids. And I say that because if we were never desegregated, we would have our own football league. Why? We dominate the fucking football league. We dominate the NFL. Do we not? We are the best players in the NFL. We dominate it. We dominate basketball. We dominate baseball. We dominate boxing. All of that. Baseball, man. We dominate all of that shit, man. So if we were never desegregated, I guarantee we would have our own football leagues. We would have our own basketball league. We already had our own baseball league. I'm pretty sure that would be bigger than MLB right now. We had our own schools. We had our own hospitals. We had our own grocery stores. We had our own everything, man. I mean, you name it, bro. We had it. We had it all. We had our own everything. Buses, cabs. We had our own everything. Libraries, churches. I mean, everything, man, we owned. We had our own everything. So if we were never desegregated, in my opinion, I feel like we would have our own everything, man. We would still have our own libraries, but all over this country. We would have our own grocery stores all over the country. We would have our own clothing line, clothing stores. We have our own brand of cell phones. We have our own brand of TVs. I mean, everything, cars, our own line of cars. We would have like everything that the white man has today. I guarantee we would have everything that the white man has today, but ours would be better. Straight up. And I think desegregating us hurt us more than it helped us. I'm not being racist or anything like that. That's not my point. Because I feel, look, if a white person and a black person want to be together, get married, have a family, yo, I'm all for that. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. But I feel like we as black people, we should have our own everything. Everything that the white man has, we should also have it. And I feel like, yo, we as black people, man, like we really, really need to come up, man. We really need to come together, unite with each other. Let's stop hurting one another. Let's stop killing one another. Let's start supporting each other. You know, a black-owned business. I encourage all black people out here that's listening. All black people out here, man, that's listening and has a brain. I encourage every last one of y'all to support these black businesses that's out here, bro. Support it. It's a black-owned laundromat, go to it. Black-owned barbershop, go to it. We do that already, you know what I mean? But black-owned restaurants, whatever, man. Black-owned car uh, dealership, black owned car shop that fix cars, black owned auto body, like whatever black owned business that you know of, man. I encourage every black people out here to support and spend that money with these black owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so much I want to say, man. I just don't know how to really put it. But we as black people, man, I feel like we all should come together and unite with each other and stand with each other and fight with each other and not against each other. Let's stop killing each other, man. Let's stop beefing with each other. Let's stop all of this BS that we're doing to each other, and let's all come together. Let's all come together with one goal and one goal and one brain to all come together to build ourselves and grow ourselves and make ourselves, successful. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. I feel like we all should put our money together. Like, America is for sale. And we got the money. You know how I know we got the money? Cause I looked up the money that we spend just on Black Friday. And it's crazy how they call Black Friday Black Friday. Cause us black people, we spend the most money on Black Friday. Just in Philly alone, they spent over $1 billion. Just in Philadelphia. This the black people in Philly spent over $1 billion on Black Friday. So, with that said, black people throughout this whole entire country on that one day spent billions, tens of billions of dollars on Black Friday. Don't quote me on that, but I know it was up there. We spent in the billions. We spent billions of dollars on that one day. So, if we can spend that much money on one day and make our oppressors richer and richer and richer than what they already are, off stealing land from us, because I ain't hearing that out of Africa BS. Those Indians they talking about, that's us. That's us. That's us they talking about. Us. Us. We didn't come off no boat. We didn't come from no Africa, man. We was already here. This land is ours. Malcolm X told you. Martin Luther King even told you. Which is why they put a bullet in him. They told you this. This is our land, man. We look, we was here already. We been here. We didn't come off no boat. The majority of us didn't come off no boat. Over 90% of us didn't come off no boat. Over 90% of us was here already before Christopher Columbus and all that bullshit. Right? So what I'm trying to say is, black people, we all need to come together, yo. We need to stop all this beefing. We need to stop all this killing each other. We need to stop all of this shaking your ass on Instagram. We need to stop all of this madness that we're doing to one another. And what we need to do is come together, put all our money together, and buy up some of this land. Because America's for sale. America is for sale. I'm going to say that again. America is for sale, right? We put all our money together and we should buy up a whole state, 2 states, 3 states if we can. 3 whole entire states where it's just we own these states. It could be in the East Coast, West Coast, down south, wherever. But we need to put all our money together and buy up a whole state, and buy up another state, and buy a whole nother state. And what we need to do is separate. How can I put this? We need to separate from what's going on right now. We need to buy up all the land that we can, buy up a whole state, another state, and buy another state, right? Buy up 3 states. And this will be our own little country where we have our own everything, man. Like, we don't have to abide by, like, we have our own everything. We have our own grocery stores. We have our own schools, our own hospitals, our own libraries. You know, we have our own everything, like everything that's known to man today. We have all of that. And to the point we don't have to participate in this political bullshit that's going on, man. Because they use the black community as pawns. And the Democratic Party is notorious for this. They use us as pawns to get in office. They make all of these promises to us black people. And then when they get in office, they do nothing for us. Just like your boy Biden said. What did he say? If you don't vote for him, you ain't black. But since he's been in office, what has he done for blacks? I'll wait. What has Obama done for blacks? I'll wait. What has Bush done for blacks? I'll wait. All of these presidents we've had, man, what have they done for blacks? I'll wait. And Bush, I already know Bush is not a Democrat. Democrats are notorious for this shit. Get the black vote, get the black vote, get the black vote, get the black vote. Let's get the black vote. But when we put them in office, what did they do for us? It's like, fuck you. Right? That right there lets you know that we are very important to this country. So why don't we put our money together? We buy up 3 states. This is already our land, right? We ain't going nowhere else. We ain't going to no Africa or nothing like that. We already here. We staying here. We live here, right? So we staying here. So I say we buy up all the land that we can, man. Buy up like 2 to 3 states. 2 to 3 states is all connected with each other. Right? We buy up Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, whatever. Buy up 3 states. 2 to 3 states with our money, and we form our own everything. We make this our own little country. We have nothing to do with the United States. We got these 3 states connected with each other. This will be our own little land, our own little country. And we have our own politics. We have our own government. We have our own school system. We have our own hospitals. We have our own farms. We have our own grocery stores. We have our own rules, our own laws, our own everything. We have our own automobile line of cars. We have our own clothing companies. We have our own cell phones. We have our own every fucking thing, man. Everything. You have our own everything. Cell phones, record companies, TV shows, internets, all of that shit, man. We have our own. We have our own everything, right? Why don't we do that? That's what we need to do. And with all of this desegregation shit, I feel like it fucked us up more than it helped. It hurt us more than it helped us. Because we have nothing. Nothing. We have nothing at all. Nothing. Nothing. So let us buy our own land, man. Let us buy a couple states, 2-3 states, man. We put our money together. We get a couple states, man. Get a few states. We buy up all of that land, all of that property, man, and we do our own thing, bro. We break away from this bullshit that we're living in right now. We break away from all of that. We form our own little government. We form our own laws. We form our own little country. This will be our little country. We are not affiliated with the U.S. at all. We have our own land. We have our own states. This is ours right here, and we do what we do. And I feel like if we were never desegregated, in my opinion, I feel like we would be somewhere on that level. We might not have our own little country, but we would have our own Black America. Point blank, period, yo. 1 second. Yeah, I feel like we would have our own little Black America, bro. We have our own little thing going on. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we can sit here and complain about things are not going our way and this, that, and the third, and we're treated unfairly and the way the police do us and this, that. We can keep complaining about all of that shit. We can keep marching about all of that shit. We can keep having these bullshit peaceful protests. You're not going to get nothing done peacefully. Nothing. If you want results, if you want change, there gotta be a fight. Blood has to be shed. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Blood has to be shed. You're not gonna get nothing done with peaceful protesting. We've been marching since the 60s, peacefully. What has changed? Like, really, what has changed? We out here marching on anniversaries that we've already marched on. And nothing has changed, yo. Things are still the same, yo. So, yo, we need to get it together, yo. I ain't trying to make this video that long, man. I apologize for being this long, but yo, all this peaceful protesting and voting and all of that shit, that's not gonna fucking help us at all, bro. Because you see what they do when we vote. We vote, what happens? Nothing for us. Nothing for us. They go out here and they give all these foreigners all kind of money. They give these foreigners all kind of free food, money, housing, education. They looking out for the LGBT community. They look out for all these whites. They look out for all of these people but us. We get shitted on. We get nothing. So let's stop voting. Why don't we just stop voting for once? Let's just stop voting. For once. Let's stop voting. And let's all come together with a plan. Let's all come together with a plan. Let's all unite as one. Unite as one. Let's all have the same head, same goal, same. Let's have the same goal in mind, yo. And let's put our money together and we have our own banks. We have our own land. We have our own states that we run, that we control. We don't need your governors. We don't need your mayors. We don't need your senators. We don't need your presidents. We don't need your cops. We don't need your judicial system. Let's form our own little country, our own little land. We buy up 2 to 3 states and we form our own judicial system. We have our own police, our own jails, our own court systems. We have our own basketball teams and football and baseball teams and boxing leagues and our own schools and farms and groceries. And we have our own automobiles and our own cell phones and everything, man. Our own sneakers and clothes and all of that, man. Like, why don't we just break away, bro? Like we really need to get it together, man. All this beefing and all of that, being divided, that is not gonna get us anywhere. But uniting as one, that's gonna make a difference. When you're divided, you're like this. But when you come together, you're like this. And you can hit hard when you're like this. You can send a message when you're like this. You can get things done like this. So in my opinion, desegregating blacks and whites, it fucked us up. It hurt us more than it helped us. And I feel like we would be better off to this very day if we stayed segregated. Now, I'm not saying that the one good thing about desegregation, you don't have white people dressed in white with white hoods hanging us and killing us for no reason. You know, we all can eat in the same restaurants together. We all can use the same restrooms and drink out the same water fountains and all of that. We all can do that now. That's a good thing about desegregation. We all can go to the same schools. That's a good thing. But for the black people, it's a gift and a curse. Think about that. It's a gift and a curse. Yeah, it's a gift because we all can unite and be all one big happy pot of gumbo full of people. You know what I'm saying? Black, white, Mexican, whatever. But at the end of the day, man, it's like it's also a curse because look what it did to us. We were more united back in the day when we was getting hung, when we couldn't use the same restrooms together, when we had to sit in the back of the bus, when we couldn't drink out of these white water fountains and eat in these white restaurants and sleep in these white hotels. We were more so united with each other. So, what I'm trying to say is, and I'm not trying to be racist or nothing like that, yo. So if I'm offending anybody, I apologize because that's not my intentions. My intentions is for us to better ourselves, we as black people, especially for us to better ourselves, for us to unite with each other, for us to become one, and for us to have the same goal in mind, yo. In my opinion, I feel like we should put our money together and break away. I ain't saying that we can't be cool with white people and we can't have relationships and all of this, because like, yo, you like who you like, you love who you love, right? You marry who you want to marry, you have a family with who you want to have a family with. The person treats you right and doing you right, doing right by you and being faithful to you, and like, yo, by any means be with that person. I'm not saying that we can't be friends. I'm not saying that we can't have relationships and this, that, and the third. All I'm saying is that we need our own. We need to put our money together, buy up a few states, and form our own little country. And different people of different nationalities and races or whatever, if they want to come and be a citizen over here, then they go through the proper procedures to be a citizen over here and on our land. We need to buy up a few states, man. Put our money together, buy up a few states, and we form our own country. Where we have our own schools and we teach what we want to teach to our children. We have our own judicial system where we punish the people the way we feel fit. We have our own courts, our own jails, our own hospitals, our own pharmaceutical companies and cell phone companies, car companies, and all this clothing companies and grocery stores and farms and all of that shit. We need our own football, basketball, baseball, boxing leagues and all of that. Yeah, we need our own. Because we don't own shit. Our own medias, our own newspapers, our own radios and televisions and all of that, man. Televisions and television stations and all of that. We need our own. So with that said, man, like, yo, let's stop all of this bullshit that we doing with each other, man. And let's all come together and unite. Unite as one. And let's get some shit done. Because we got kids. And they're going to have kids, and they're going to have kids, and they're going to have kids, man. And you don't want them to go through what we've been through and what our ancestors been through before us. We don't want this cycle to keep continuing, yo. Where you got certain people getting richer and richer and richer, and we just getting poorer and poorer and poorer and stupider, dumber. So let's all come together as one. And let's get some shit done. And let's figure this shit out, yo. Because the time is now. The time is now. You know what I'm saying? We need to get some shit done, yo. Like, for real. We need to come together, put our money together, yo. And just form our own little shit, man. Let's get shit done. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I think desegregation It hurt us more than it helped us. But it's not too late. All we need to do is change ourselves, man. Want to change the world, change yourself. That's where you start. Want to change the world, change yourself. Start right there. And let's all come together. And let's figure this shit out, man. Let's get something done. I ain't mean to make this video this long, like on some real shit, but this is a lot I had to get off my chest. But I'm going to get back at y'all on the next one. Alright? It's your boy Frank Vito signing out, man. Y'all take it easy out there, y'all. Alright? One.